Hi there, it's Susan from SusanWinter.net. Thank you for stopping by my channel, and thank you to my subscribers and the wonderful people that make such great commentary in each one of these videos. I do appreciate it. I am continuing with your video requests. This is about how do you tell the players from a prospective partner. There is such a need to know what the signs and the red flags are, and even what the omissions would be. So let me begin this, and we're going to have a nice old discussion on this. And thank you, Maria, for this. So Maria writes, "Hi, Susan. First and foremost, thank you for your advice and open dialogue on each and every video. Those of us who actively want a serious committed relationship and be there 100% have encountered and met partners who are there for the ride for whatever reason. How do we better identify them, ask poignant, direct questions, and be clear on what they want versus what you want? Thanks, Maria." Okay, so I love the fact that Maria has said poignant, direct questions. Everyone, do not be afraid to be bold. If you know what you want, own it. State it. Everyone's so timid, and I even know relationship experts that advertise, oh, don't say anything on the first few dates. Just giggle and say, oh, whatever you want, and no, I'm just trying to have fun, and don't scare them off. And listen, somebody who has the same goal as you will not be scared off. And if you're healthy and you're balanced, the person sitting across the table knows, yes, when I say I want to get married, I'm not looking to capture you. I'm not going to drag you home tonight and try and lock you in the closet. No, it's not about that. Just my goal is to be married. My goal is to have children. My goal is to be in a committed partnership. I'd like to live with my partner. I'd like to be sexually exclusive. I'd like somebody to date that's a wonderful love affair for the summer. Whatever it is you want, own it. Don't be afraid to state it. So, Maria, yes, direct and poignant questions. Now, as far as asking what do they want, I find that to be a little bit less effective. Go ahead and ask it, and if they seem open, listen to what they have to say. I think it's more important that you state what you want, because that way I know at least somebody is telling the truth. One of the two of you will be telling the truth. You will notice the difference between a player and a prospective partner in that the player, male, female, straight, gay, it's over the top. The connection is tantalizing. The pace is fast. You're getting all the cues, you're hearing all the right words, all of that that's so wonderful, wonderful, fast, fast, fast. That's a cue, okay? That kind of too hot, too soon is normally, 9 times out of 10, unsustainable. It can indeed happen when two resonant souls want the very same thing, but there is a sense of consistency when they talk about their past life. I know people that have met, the man was married 20 years, divorced, the girl was looking for 20 years, had partnership, but they met each other. They knew within a matter of hours. It was just lining up. It is possible to have an immediate connection, but all the factors line up, meaning they've had time in the field to know what it's like to be in a committed partnership. They've been a parent. They know what it's like. They're responsible enough to have children. They've held down the same job. They are who they say they are. They do what they say they do. You've met their friends. You've met their family. So it's a very different dynamic. What happens oftentimes is that, especially with online dating being the source of meeting each other, it's a blind purchase. You don't know what you're getting. So, in a time where you have a social contact, whether it's the gym or the office, you find that those relationships have a little bit better sustainability in that you get to see who this person is day in and day out over a period of time with other people. So it's not just the game they run with you because they want to. It's who are they in general to everyone at the same time. So you're looking for where is the inconsistency. Another thing that'll happen is if you do ask them what they want, they will either parrot your words precisely. If you said, I want to be married and have kids and a house in the country, they'll say, I want to be married, have kids and have a house in the country. but they'll say it as though they're repeating it, and you'll sense that there wasn't that incredible deep longing like yours. You will also find them to be vague. Vague in that they may deflect. Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about that now. Let's just have fun. Or, I'm not too sure. I mean, the one I hate personally, I'll know it when I see it. If you're sitting there talking to it and they don't know it when they see it, they're not going to know it when they see it, okay? This is a person that has to be clubbed over the head with a 2x4 to figure out that they are where they want to be. So that person is not in a trajectory to be as clear, Maria and other people, that you know what you want and you can state it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I've left out here. How can we better identify them? So the real identifier is time. There have been many people that I work with who tell me, Susan, I took my time. This was 3 months. I didn't sleep with this person for a good 6 weeks. I wasn't trying to be coy. I just kind of had to know where we were at. It was so good and so wonderful. She was so attentive, thoughtful, kind, warm. It was an immediate connection. I met the friends, I met the family, I met the kids, I met everything. We talked about the future. Then something happens, an opportunity for a job out of town, a sister gets sick, they have to go away for work, something, and it starts to fade. And these people are like, okay, I'm completely blindsided by this. Now that can happen. And there are a lot of very quick non-marriage version honeymoons that happen, where people dive in. Again, it's a little bit having to do with what I said with the first example, that they'll dive in, they'll be everything you've ever wanted, they say everything, and they are a genuinely nice person, but then they retract. And it'll be that, it's too much and they can't do it and they're not sure and they've got all these other issues, and they will cite this layer cake of issues. And you just got shoved in there, layer number 7. And now it's no longer about the relationship that they were so excited about. It's about all their issues, and of course that's why they can't, and they don't know, and they're not sure, and they need time, and they're confused, and basically they're backpedaling to exiting. There are times that we'll get fooled, all of us. No matter how sharp, no matter how street smart, we'll get fooled. And the reason we get fooled is that most times, unless you are with a sociopath, you are dealing with a very charismatic and warm person who had a certain amount of genuine feeling for you at the time. The interesting thing about the ability to love and the ability to be in partnership is that it is a mindset. It's a mindset that incorporates not just, oh, this will be fun, this is exciting. It understands there are going to be down days. It understands there are going to be days I'm going to be mad at my mate. But it doesn't mean I have to leave them because of it. So a partnership mindset allows for the highs and the lows. And a player mindset only wants the highs. It wants the good time. And now when it starts to sound like work, or when you're asking questions, or they might be held responsible for where were they Friday night because they broke it off with you because they were working, but you ran into their work friends and know they're not in the office, and you have this whole issue, and now you're feeling scared to articulate it. That's when you know you've caught somebody that only wants the playtime. Maria, this is a wonderful question. You may want to also take a look at some of the videos that I've had about players. The cycles of hot and cold, and any of the player material, just Susan Winter Plus, and then whatever topic that you want to look at, because I have done certain variations of this before. Thank you for your wonderful video requests. Thank you, those of you who have subscribed. If you want to hear me instead of watch, tune into the Susan Winter Show on iTunes. If you want to chat with me, use Magnifi or book a session through my consultation page at susanwinter.net. Thank you, everyone.